This video will walk through the use of capacity and allocation reports for projects that are in a planning status or an inactive status. In the resource allocation reports, you're able to forecast your work out into the future and also take a look at what has happened in the past. In this allocation report, I'm looking at our team out to the end of this year of 2022. You can see here that the allocation that's being taken up for the work hours show up in green just as a normal allocation report, showing as Craig Young as 36 hours during this week, and the capacity as 40 hours. So anything that goes over that 40 hours for anyone will appear in red. As you can see, Steve Thomas down here is 60 hours, and that's going up and over his allocation of 40 hours for that week. You also notice there's a yellow, which actually takes account for any projects that are in a planning status or an inactive status. So if I open up Steve Thomas here, you'll see that there are a couple of projects. There's this one project specifically that is in an inactive status. It's completed, and it's showing the 40 hours in here. So this is really helpful for teams who are maybe want to include their projects that are planning or ones that are not yet ready to go live. So you can see what is coming onto the forecast and what is soon to be in the docket for your project pipeline. So you can see how allocated people will be when that project does go live. So you can see the yellow hours, the 40 hours is showing how allocated Steve will be when that project is in flight. However, the project is in yellow, meaning it is not yet active. The way to enable this add-on is in the resource allocation add-on. It's actually in a checkbox in here. So if I go over to that resource allocation and capacity add-on, you'll see the configuration. I'm here on my add-ons page, and if I go to the capacity and resource allocation add-on, you'll see at the very bottom of this page the ability to show the planning projects or the inactive projects is this one down here. Show resources work hours that are planned for each individual in the task list. So that will allow the inactive projects to appear in yellow rather than just showing you the green work hours and the red overallocated work hours for each person. Again, this has been an overview for showing projects that are in an inactive status. So if I go over to this new IT rollout project and take a look at the status of this project, most teams have a project status that reflects something as either being planned or being completed. So if you want to show projects that are being planned, then you would include those work statuses that are inactive as well as active.